While most kids play games, a 10-year-old named Elon Musk learned to program one in just 3 days. At just 12 years old, Elon Musk built his own space game and sold it for $500. Before rockets and electric cars. Elon Musk's first invention was a tiny space game called Blastar.
The Prodigy in Pretoria, 1981. A 10-year-old Elon Musk, already a voracious reader with a head full of science fiction and computer manuals, sits in his home in Pretoria, South Africa. He has just received a Commodore VIC-20 as a gift. The manual promises it can be programmed. He finishes the entire book in 3 days, faster than his parents believed possible. At the age of 10, Elon Musk writes the first lines of code with no formal training. Young Elon begins to experiment. His first programs are simple. A few lines making a pixel move, basic calculations. But his mind is already racing ahead. He isn't just playing games. He's deconstructing them, wondering how they're built. The spark of an idea inspired by arcade cabinets like Space Invaders and Galician, which filled shopping malls, Elon conceives his own twist. He wouldn't just copy, he'd add his own narrative. The concept: a spaceship, aliens, and a dangerous hydrogen bomb to clear the screen. He names it Blastar. The blueprint on paper before a single line of game code is written. Elon maps the entire game logic on graph paper. He diagrams enemy patterns, scoring algorithms, and the physics of the photon torpedoes. This wasn't a doodle, it was a technical specification, the first of his now famous engineering design processes. The midnight oil for months after school and late into the night, the VIC-20's glow illuminates his room. The machine is primitive, only 5 kilobytes of memory, with graphics composed of simple block characters. Every byte is precious. Efficiency isn't a choice. It's a necessity. Cracking the code of fun, he programs the game in BASIC, the standard language for hobbyists. He hits roadblocks, making enemies move smoothly, detecting collisions between his ship's bullets and the alien ships. He solves each problem through relentless trial and error. A one-boy R&D department. The Dreadnought takes shape. The antagonist isn't just a swarm of aliens. Elon creates a massive, multi-part enemy capital ship he calls the Dreadnought. Destroying its core requires strategy, not just rapid fire. This added layer of complexity was unusual for a child's first project. The hydrogen bomb feature his unique power-up, a screen-clearing bomb. But it's not a simple win button. He programs it strategically, making it rare and requiring the player to decide the perfect moment for maximum score and survival. Game balance instinctively understood. The final debugging marathon. The game is nearly complete, but it crashes. Bugs, glitches are everywhere. For days, Elon combs through hundreds of lines of code, isolating faulty logic. The process teaches him more about systems thinking than any classroom could. Completion and the first publisher, 1984. At age 12, the game is finished. A fully functional, challenging space shooter. A local computer magazine, PC and Office Technology, runs a contest for reader-submitted code. With the confidence of a born salesman, Elon submits Blastar. The professional pitch: he doesn't just send the code. He includes a detailed, professionally typed cover letter explaining the game's objective. Blast alien ships flying around in a deadly ray of electrons and destroy the alien hydrogen bomb. Good luck. He signs it, a Musk. The paycheck: to his astonishment, the magazine accepts it. They pay him 500 Rand, about $500 at the time, a significant sum for a child. His creation is published in the magazine's December 1984 issue, with his source code printed for others to type in and play. The validation that check is transformative. It's not just the money. It's proof that a product of his mind, something built from pure logic and creativity, has objective, marketable value. The entrepreneurial seed is irrevocably planted. The lessons internalize. The project teaches him core principles that will define Elon Musk's career. The power of self-learning, the importance of first principles thinking, breaking a problem down to its fundamentals, the joy of building systems, and the potential of technology to create value. The lost code: as years pass, the original Commodore VIC-20 is packed away. The floppy disk or cassette tape holding Blastar is lost to time. The game Elon Musk created exists only as a faded memory and a few lines of printed code in an obscure magazine. The Digital Archaeologist, 2015, an engineer and Musk enthusiast Thomas Lauret, unearths a digital scan of the magazine page. Seeing the published basic code, he realizes Blastar can be resurrected. The resurrection Lauret painstakingly transcribes the 167 lines of published code, types them into a V-20 emulator, and debugs the decades-old program. For the first time in over 30 years, Blastar flickers to life on a screen. The resurrection Lauret painstakingly transcribes the 167 lines of published code, types them into a V-20 emulator, and debugs the decades-old program. For the first time in over 30 years, Blastar flickers to life on a screen. The public unveiling the story breaks. Tech media is charmed and amazed. The crude but coherent game is a poignant relic of a prodigy's first venture. Elon Musk himself tweets a link to the playable version with the comment, "Maybe my first coding lesson will be of interest." The legacy in pixels playing Blastar today is like reading Leonardo da Vinci's childhood sketches. You see the raw, unrefined talent. The focus on space combat, existential threats, high-value payloads, the bomb, and beating overwhelming odds, all themes that would scale up to SpaceX and Tesla. From Blastar to the stars, the journey doesn't end in Pretoria. It arcs through Zip2X.com, PayPal, SpaceX, Tesla, SolarCity, Neuralink, and the Boring Company. Blastar was the primordial prototype, a complete system conceived, built, sold, and delivered by a 12-year-old. It was the first successful launch in a lifetime dedicated to turning science fiction into reality. The boy who programmed a ship to save a pixelated world grew into the man determined to save humanity by making it multiplanetary. The story of Blastar isn't about a video game. It's about the origin story of a builder.